Aloha, y'all. It is the 19th of April. It is a Tuesday, Tears Day, named after Tyr, the Mars kind of equivalent of the Nordic pantheon. Tears Day, the 19th. So the sun is at the last minutes of Aries season. We're about to enter Taurus today. Essentially. So 29 degrees, 25 minutes Aries. The moon is at 5 degrees, 54 minutes Sagittarius. Mercury's at 16 degrees Taurus. Venus is at V, not a U. It's like, what? Venus is at 15 degrees Pisces. Mars is at 3 degrees Pisces. Jupiter is at, it's very small writing, so I've got to kind of look at it and decipher what I've written. Jupiter's at 25 degrees Pisces. Saturn's at 23 degrees Aquarius. Uranus is at 13 degrees, 53 minutes Taurus. Pretty much conjunct Mercury. Neptune's at 24 degrees Pisces, conjunct Jupiter still by 1 degree. Pluto's at 28 degrees Capricorn, and the North Node's in retrograde at 22 degrees Taurus. Let's get into it. But before we do that, it is a Svadhisthana chakra day, a sacral chakra day. This is in your lower abdomen. Basically, the endocrine gland is your ovaries and testes, your creative water area. So, the keywords are happiness, confidence, and resourcefulness. Positive attributes are sociability, creativity, joyousness, and independence. Negative aspects are withdrawn, destructive, despondent, over-dependent. Mantras VAM, V-A-M, VAM, in the key of D. Spiritual activities include meditation, celibacy, and fasting. Essential oils are jasmine, neroli, and orange blossom. Plant is jasmine. Metal is tin. Water is the element. Musical note is D. Crystals are tiger's eye, carnelian, and onyx. And the soul lesson is peace and wisdom. So you want to be getting on this Tears Day into your watery creativity. And given that there is still Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Neptune in Pisces, with the fire of Aries, Sun, and Moon, Sagittarius, I think we can get very creative today. So let's go ahead and pull some cards. Hopefully y'all are doing well. I am binging a show called Peaky Blinders on Netflix. A little violent. My dreams were kind of violent last night. So you are what you watch. But it's a good drama, historical drama nonetheless. We've got the Three of Pentacles. If you do not know, Pentacles are the material things. And so if you're a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, this is naturally going to be your suit. And threes are kind of the beginning of the journey when things start getting more involved with others. And usually it's about creativity, Svadhisthana chakra. So, Three of Pentacles. Let's see what we have to offer up today. Three of Pentacles. Collaboration brings the best success, heightened creativity, the passion, sheer aliveness and flow of doing something well. Three of Pentacles, I relish creative endeavors and collaboration. This card refers to the passion, the sheer aliveness and embodied intelligence which comes from doing something well, mastering a skill set. Very North Node in Taurus, Mercury in Taurus. Traditionally, someone aspiring to become a master of a particular trade would begin his journey with an apprenticeship, followed by employment as a journeyman before finally reaching the status of self-employed master craftsman. To achieve anything of real note and value, we must dedicate our time and resources to learning and growing our knowledge and skills. In the Three of Pentacles, we see the artful central character balanced upon three golden pentacles, symbolizing the dedication and risk involved in applying oneself to something that isn't easy. Despite Malcolm Gladwell's infamous proposition that it takes 10,000 hours to master anything, it appears the evidence was misconstrued, for it takes at least double that amount of time to really master a discipline and stand out. Deliberate practice, constantly pushing oneself beyond one's comfort zones, developing particular skills through training activities designed by an expert or coach, and getting feedback so weaknesses can be worked out and improved upon is a powerful way to evolve a talent. Practicing the same skills in the same way repetitively leads to roadblocks. Using the same neural, South Node in Scorpios, obsession and kind of repetitive doing of the thing is going to lead to a blockage. Using the same neural pathways makes your brain more fixed, less flexible, and unable to generate ideas to handle new challenges. In the artwork behind the labyrinth sits a visual from one of the notebooks I used when working with David Bowie on the Earthling album, and that's David D'Angelo speaking. He's been on the podcast a few times. Team Rabbit Hole podcast. They serve to remind me of the heartfelt dedication and hard work required of me. The research and acquisition of new technological skills, Saturn in Aquarius, a whole new scale of project management, Pluto in Capricorn, and above all, the intention to astonish myself and others, Uranus conjunct Mercury in Taurus, loosely. Creativity and the work of the creative, right? Creativity, Svadhisthana chakra, right? Aries, Sun, Moon, in Sagittarius. Creativity and the work of creative endeavor is the passion, discipline, and perspiration required to bring something unknown into existence. A burning curiosity and desire to resolve something that is not whole or in balance within the psyche, which needs to be expressed to become whole. When we apply ourselves with intense concentration, our everyday worries dissolve, as does our fear of failure, with no space for doubt. The Three of Pentacles suggests you are in your creative flow, freely exchanging knowledge and ideas, giving and receiving feedback, scheduling, planning, collaborating with others to bring something of value to fruition. A rich flowering, engaging both the left and right hemispheres at the same time. The exquisite balance of process and result, which leads to success and feelings of well-being and wholeness. So, Three of Pentacles, I relish creative endeavor and collaboration, right? The creative endeavor, the Svadhisthana chakra, creativity and collaboration, very much Saturn in Aquarius. So, Three of Pentacles, collaboration brings the best success, heightened creativity, the passion, which in the last degree of Aries, we're going to be feeling that, the last minutes of it, the passion, the sheer aliveness and flow of doing something well. And considering we're about to enter into Taurus season, this Three of Pentacles is rather apt for that. So let's go ahead and get a clarifying card and see how we can look at this a little more deeply. I almost just bet the shit out of a card. That's not ideal. We've got Death. Pluto and Capricorn indeed. And like I said, Aries season is about to die. It's about to be over. It's only a couple hours away. So into Taurus season, which is not a bad thing, but we've had a pretty intense situation in Aries season. This is a major arcana card. So if you don't know, this is a Scorpio ruled card. And given the fact that Pluto's in Capricorn, Pluto is also, death card kind of energy, transformation energy. South Node is in Scorpio. So what are we doing? We're releasing blockages. We're releasing potential worries in the material world, entering from the passion, the sheer spark of creativity, Aries Sun in the last minutes, the last degree, to and Moon in Sagittarius, this fire, and then we're trying to hone that North Node in Taurus with Mercury in Taurus, also Mercury conjunct Uranus in Taurus, right? But this is going to require us letting go of some things. So, Death. I know that this too shall pass. Death is about the ending of a major phase, and it's to be trusted. The end of Aries season is upon us. Here we are. Surrender, right? And that's the beauty of Mars, Venus in Pisces, Jupiter conjunct Neptune loosely in Pisces. Awaken to life, Sagittarius Moon, to new growth, North Node in Taurus. Strip yourself bare, Pluto and Capricorn. Shuffle off your current identity and rebirth yourself. Uranus in Taurus, conjunct Mercury. We're shedding our mind's idea of what success is. We're shedding our habits, right? And we're going to work with others, not just by ourselves, with others. And look at all these kind of fiery golden hues, even though it's an Earth card. Sagittarius, Moon, energy. We're going to be creative, and we're going to tap into it, but we have to get past our fears creatively. All right, Svadhisthana Chakra Day. So, let's get an animal oracle card. I've got an Eminem song stuck in my head. Na 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 na. It's a little anthemic because it would be so empty without me. Maybe it's the end of Aries season making itself known. But we have the fruit bat flying fox kindness, and with Mars and Venus both in Pisces, we can never be too kind. So this is number 12. We can't be too little kind. We've got to find ways to be creative with our kindness and really usually collaborate with others in bettering the world. But that really means dying to yourself, your ego, and your aloneness and saying, you know what, we're in this together. No one, we say we live alone and die alone, but it's like we're all part of one big dream. So let's act like we know. 12, Fruit Bat / Flying Fox, the kindness card. Choose kindness, which isn't always the easy way. Kindness will always be repaid. Consider others in your decisions, especially those with less power than you. Repay your debts. Spread the seeds of goodwill and your fortunes will grow. Mythos. Princess Laotigi was royalty from the Samoan Islands. She was sent to Tonga to become the second wife of the king of Samoa at the time. This was not a love match, as she was sent as part of a peace treaty through marriage between the kingdoms. Although sealing alliances through marriage was a common practice, often those wives that were part of this kind of union were treated badly and looked down upon by the community. One day, as she walked through the gardens, Laotigi discovered a baby bat that was sick and wounded. She was a kind and gentle woman, and in her mercy looked after the little bat until it was well again. She then released it back into its colony. Right, so she was being kind to it, taking care of rearing it a little in its injury. This act didn't go unnoticed, this act didn't remain a secret, as the royal court watched everything Laotigi did. The court laughed at her kindness and thought her weak and stupid, which made her an easy target when the king's fortunes declined. The royal court suggested that it was Laotigi who caused the problems for the king, and they decided to kill her by burning her on a pyre. Sun in Aries, Moon in Sagittarius, a lot of fire energy. South Node in Scorpio, jealousy and death being the way here. We shouldn't do that, but it's in the South Node, right? The flames were lit and the flames rose to engulf Laotigi when suddenly the sky darkened. The baby bat and his family had not forgotten the kindness of the princess and had come to help her. Thousands upon thousands of bats flew above the fire, urinating down on the flames. Mars in Pisces, water games or whatever, urinating down on the flames to extinguish them. Laotigi was saved, but her trials were not yet over. Frustrated, the Tongan king exiled her to a very small island with nothing to eat. The island was completely barren, Pluto and Capricorn, so the king and his court were sure that Laotigi would soon starve. They were trying to kill her. Death card. But she had collaborative help from the bats, right, in the real world. Like they were going to feed her and pee on the fires and all this. They thought she would starve to death. Again, the fruit bats assisted her. They brought her food, including fruits and seeds, and they kept her happy with their smiling company. Soon the island became one of fertility and plenty, North Node in Taurus, as many of the bats made it their new home. The kind princess was very happy, and she became a goddess of plenty and fertility and the patroness protector of all bats. The animal, on page 55. The Samoan Flying Fox is a protected animal in Tonga and Samoa because of this beautiful mythos. A mammal, it is the largest flying fox in the Pacific with a wingspan of up to 1 meter. Unusually, the species does not form large colonies but exists as monogamous pairs with children. Fruit bats, which are also known as flying foxes, play a key role in pollination and seed dispersal throughout their habitat. Rather than using sonar, they have keen eyesight and hearing, and they are also very intelligent. They suckle their young and are caring parents. The magic. Fruit bats are a vital part of the ecosystem, ensuring seeds are spread and fertility of the land is secured. The energy here is one of fertility and plentifulness, right? Fertility and plentifulness, using creativity, hopefully, for your Pentacles, to avoid death and lack. Invite flying fox energy into your workings when you wish to invoke more kindness or fertility. Symbology is a fruit bat, seeds, baby bat, status is of least concern but declining due to habitat loss. So let's be kind to our bat friends and make sure that they don't die out if it's in our power to help them. Let's get an I Ching card. I've been going to bed a little later too. Usually I was going to bed at like 8 or 9. I've been going to bed at like 10, 10:30 watching all these Peaky Blinders episodes and working out and stuff. So maybe that's why I'm a little slow today. Feeling it in my back a little. So number 5. I just read on page 55, so Johnny 5 is alive. Number 5, hexagram from the I Ching. It's The Waiting. Sounds like a non-existent Tears for Fears album. The Hurting is their album, more famous, one of their famous albums, or their debut album or whatever. But The Waiting. This sign indicates that you have to face a danger ahead which you cannot control. Try to remain calm and not succumb to your fears, right? And usually the biggest thing we can't control is death, the clarifying card. So we have to be kind of creative and patient, Three of Pentacles, and use kindness to overcome this kind of fear. Waiting in the meantime. Waiting need not mean helplessly hoping. Use this time to recognize the fundamental elements of your life honestly. North Node in Taurus, right? Mercury conjunct Uranus in Taurus. What are the fundamental elements of our lives in reality? Becoming aware of your strengths and weaknesses, and in doing so, developing the strength to meet future challenges. You need to save your strength now by remaining calm and serene. Live in the here and now. Replace your doubts and worries with certainty and create an atmosphere in which trust and self-confidence can grow, right? That's the kindest thing you could do to yourself. Ultimately, no one gets out of here alive, and we have all these trials and tribulations to get through, including, people trying to burn you at the stake or whatever. Good thing she was nice because the bats creatively put out that fire and fed her seeds and fruits and stuff. But we have blockages towards that which we're moving towards, and the way to get through those blockages, those fears, is to just, hurry up and wait. That's how it sometimes feels in a bad sense, but take a deep breath. Take a good look around you. That was a little out of key, but that's I think Mother Nature's Son, North Node in Taurus, Beatles song. All right, look, he's in Mother Nature. He's taking a good look around him, and he's trying to just chill out and see what's going on, right? Look, there's another tree right there, not too dissimilar looking. And we have this ability to really absorb, hopefully in a creative way, in an inspiring way, our atmosphere in order to feel inspired and alive, and transform, Death card, our creative powers and processes, no matter what domain we're in the world, practically, right? So, I mean, if you watch a good piece of art, or film, or TV, or music, or whatever, it might make you I wonder what he's spraying. Probably some toxic chemical, because it looks like, or maybe it's water. But I think I hear a generator. They have ants and stuff around here. Maybe he's hosing down ants, this neighbor of ours. I don't know. He's bringing death to something. But we have this ability to collaborate, to move forward well, but we have to get over our fears. We have to do it in a kind way to ourselves and others. And it might take longer than you thought. It might not be overnight. It might be a slow and steady wins the race process, not a one and done, right? So try to sit still in your creative waters and let that seed of creativity germinate. North Node in Taurus. Let's go ahead and get one more card, crystal card, and then we shall be on our days. Ooh, this is very appropriate, looking for the last moments of Aries season. We got agate, this one particularly, the colors I was thinking. Agate, what it is, agate, and you can quantumly entangle with this, you don't have to own it. What it is, agate is a banded chalcedony, I don't know how to pronounce that, chalcedony. Comes in many forms. Elegant blue lace agate and iridescent fire agate are two. Each agate has its own unique vibe. But they all promote an energy of wherever you are, be there. Right? Wherever you are, be there. Even if it's the beginning of a new career or a new endeavor, new jobs, new situations of life, new relationships. Creatively, be there. Be present. Who needs it? Work-life balance strugglers. I hear that. Wherever to put it, wherever you need more stability in your life, North Node in Taurus. When to use it? When you want to get into your body, right? Try fire agate. When too much screen time, like binging Peaky Blinders for me, has you feeling disconnected from anything the slightest bit ecological, right? When you're not kind of in your environment well, if you're not playing in your environment well, material, right? Three of Pentacles, be present. Or else you might actually miss out and die to the beauty, the kindness of life in its beauty form all around you. Take a good look around you. I can't sing that low. Take a good look around you. I think is what it does. I can't go that low. So when you want to get into your body, when you're getting too much screen time and that has you feeling disconnected from anything the slightest bit echo, like green, try the far from aptly named moss agate, which neither contains moss nor is technically an agate, but can still hold it down. It said, find your solid ground, right? With the North Node in Taurus, with the last minutes of Aries season, I think we need to be finding our solid ground in creative collaboration with others. We need to be present where we are and not trying to rush off to the next project necessarily. Enjoy where you are, every breath that you take. Every breath you take, right? Try to hold the ground. Sit there and absorb the energy there, right? Find your solid ground with the agate. He's sitting chill in a place, finding solid grounding, right? Three of Pentacles. That's the kindest thing you could do to yourself, and then when you're in that position, you're actually going to be kinder to others, and that prevents you from being afraid of changes, transformation. You can do it more gracefully and creatively, ultimately. So, hopefully this has made sense to you. Leave a tip if you feel so inclined. Holler for readings. An hour of cards is $33, $88 for 3 hours of astrology, $111 for both. Check out the Team Rabbit Hole podcast. We have Lily Fangs coming on this week, as well as I think next week is a Black Mirror episode. We're going to be talking about the show, The Black Mirror. If you haven't seen that, it's like Twilight Zone, but way more dystopian and disturbing. And yeah, I hope you enjoy your Tears Day. Hopefully I get my energy up. I'm a little sluggish today, a little stiff, but let's creatively try to get through these blocks, Svadhisthana chakra, and find the others to participate well with all this noise. I bid you adieu. Adios. Bye.